What makes a game so fun? It's not just action, reward, repeat, but it's far more deeper than that. So, how do game mechanics interplay with fun? These interplay due to these three core elements, which are engagement, challenge, and satisfaction. We will use notoriety to understand these principles due to the game being very cohesive. Notoriety engages the player with its stealth mechanics and loud mechanics. However, it's copying Payday 2 mechanics, which still doesn't matter because they have officially become a Payday experience due to it receiving a DMCA claim by Starbreeze. So the devs eventually had to sign a contract between Starbreeze to still keep the game up. Back to where we were. The game's mechanics are based on robbing heists, which is providing an illusion of being a professional thief. The gameplay is pretty non-linear. You can choose to go sneaky and stealth and go guns blazing and loud. This creates a sense of influence on how the player is challenged. However, the player is not capped on how they can proceed the mission, but therefore they can play in their own style. In stealth, whether you like to play more risky, like a tryhard, or play passively. In loud, you can be a medic providing healings for your teammates, or you can be a person who provides ammo to others. There's seriously so many different styles to play around for players to try out. It doesn't punish the player for trying a new style, because I never had any issues on changing my style from being a shotgun guy to a minigun guy. Notoriety challenges the player with different game modes. These are normal, hard, extreme, and the last one, the nightmare mode. The easiest difficulty, the normal mode, is more catered to the people who are just wanting to have a more casual experience or obviously are new to the game. The hardest difficulty, the nightmare mode, is catered to the people who are wanting to pursue a more challenging experience and wanting to increase their status like a professional criminal. However, when we see these modes in depth, it shows that Notoriety nails it perfectly. These modes vary in stealth and loud. In the easy mode while stealthing, the cameras can be shot down easily but can be spotted by the guards. In the nightmare mode, you cannot shoot them down but rather are forced to maneuver over the heist and eliminate the core security threat. However, some heists don't have this type of feature when their difficulty is changed. For example, Ozilla. But I wish they added more to the stealth mechanics. But they do get hard due to them adding more guards, which is quite obvious. When doing loud on the easiest difficulty, it's like mindlessly killing police units, which are not really challenging at all, really, due to them being easier to deal with, which is perfect for a beginner. However, if you want to challenge yourself further, you have to ramp up the difficulty to face different police units. Let's talk about the nightmare mode. And oh my god, it's really a nightmare. In order to win the nightmare mode, you have to win the heist very tactically and be quick on your feet, or else you'll be completely obliterated. This mode is so hard because the police units are more armored, which makes it almost impossible to kill them in a few shots. Some of the scary police units are the dozers and obviously specters. Man, I can make a separate video on how these can painfully make your life miserable. Due to their health being so much, they take forever to kill and they equally damage more and swarm you in groups, which makes it a true nightmare experience. wondering when it's going to end. But whenever you persevere and win, that damn sure makes it feel satisfying. However, I do wish that the nightmare mode for stealth should have the same effect. Alright, let's not waste more time here and move on to the next. Notoriety satisfies the player with skill trees and cash to upgrade their character to persevere and getting the advantage to be better at handling higher difficulties. While the player becomes more firm to the game accordingly makes the player stronger with skills to resist police waves and spend equipment to deal and eliminate enemies, especially equipment like guns. You can obviously use guns that you prefer to use. I prefer to use the minigun and the rocket launcher. Even though those are Game Pass weapons, I use the minigun to destroy the swarm of enemies much quicker, and the rocket launcher is to crush a herd of enemies or destroy dozers. Man, those take forever to kill. Although I need to have a lot of ammo and suffer from reloading time, which makes the gun not too pay to win. However, we come to skill build ups. There's a lot of variety when it comes to it, and primarily defines your gameplay style. I love how each game mechanic has its primary and secondary goal. This makes your game mechanics equally important to the game, and it doesn't make sense when you mindlessly add mechanics to your game and copy a format from different games. You must consider how your mechanics influence the game environment and also consider their primary and secondary goal. Primary goal is to show the importance of the mechanic, and the secondary goal for how they're connected to different mechanics in the game. Ah, anyways, in the skills tab, you can choose to make certain types of weapons function better. For example, the shotgun impact, which helps you increase the damage of the shotgun you're using by 5%. I like how when you mess up and add a wrong skill, you literally have to reset the skill tree. It makes you more cautious of what skill you should add, which is a well thought out design. I know that it's a payday to clone, but I don't really care. However, one of my favorite skills is the pigeon carrier. Man, it's so helpful. When you're doing heists, you're at least completing the heist much faster, which makes it even more satisfying. Anyways, I believe this should be enough for you to understand how Notoriety's game mechanics make the game so much fun. I believe that Notoriety is a bit of an underrated game though, but a well-known one, which cares about its fan base. While copying Payday 2's mechanics, it does put this effort to stand out with its content and storyline, but also adding some innovative maps like Fazella and Depot. I hope I opened you all to a way to make your game much more fun, and I want to see much more games that have these types of mechanics. I'm Shadow Claw. I'll see you later.